Okay, here we go. Sorry. Welcome, guys, and good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
And now, before we can say it's okay, try to resume what we talked about yesterday. So let's just see. Oh, I can try to, it's okay. Articulate it. So we said cardiac cycle equals to heartbeat. Right, okay. And what happened during a cardiac cycle was going to be atrial, well, let's put it this way. That's probably going to be better to do it this way. You could say contraction, which we also called systole, and which we say is okay, during which it's okay, the myocardium was depolarized, which mean to be positively charged. Yep. The other phase of the cardiac cycle was what we called relaxed or relaxation, during which is okay, that technically is okay, could be called diastole, and during which is okay, we can say it's okay, that would be repolarization or polarized myocardium, which means that it is negatively charged. What happened during the contraction of a chamber is that it's going to just okay, pumping the blood. Okay. Whereas okay, what happens during is okay, relaxation, diastole or repolarization of a chamber is going to you can say it's okay, fill up the chamber with blood. Okay. Now, as far as contraction or systole or diastole was concerned, that's going to happen for both the atria and the ventricle. Clear? Likewise, as okay, relaxation. It's also going to happen for the atria and likewise for the ventricle. Did you guys get that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now what we said was that the atria of both the right and left atrium, yes, okay, will contract together. And they were relaxed together. Likewise for the ventricles, we'll say it's okay that both right and left will contract together, and the right and left would relax together. Yeah. Well, what we would say is that, okay, yes, during atrial contraction, that's when the ventricles relax or are in diastole. Clear? Whereas, okay, yes, when the ventricles contract, that is when the atria relax or are in diastole or repolarized or has been filling up with blood. Yeah. Likewise, the opposite, we say is okay, when the ventricles are relaxing, that's when the atria contract. Whereas when the atria relax, that's when the ventricles. That's when the ventricles will contract. So what happens, yes, okay, we can say is okay to the valves. During atrial contraction and ventricular relaxation, we can say is okay, that's when the AV valves are open. And when the AV valves are open, that's going to be okay when the semilunar valves are closed. Yeah. So whatever way you put it, yes, okay, what happens during atrial contraction or atrial systole or atrial depolarization? Well, okay, the ventricles are relaxing, they are in diastole or they are repolarizing. So during that phase, that's okay, the AV valves will be open and the semilunar valves will be closed. Okay. Whereas if you go to, yes, okay, what happens during the ventricular contraction or ventricular systole or depolarization, that's when the atria will relax, and at that phase, we mainly will say that, okay, yes, the AV valves are closed and the semilunar valves are open. Yeah, okay. Did that make sense?
Yes. Yep.
Good. And okay, yes, you can maybe that's okay, pretty much put the same down here and say, well, okay, this is atrial contraction or relaxation. That's when the ventricles contract. Okay, so during that phase, that's okay. That's where it's okay. The AV valves are closed, and okay, yes, the semilunar valves are open. Whereas, okay, when the ventricles relax, that's when yes, okay, the AV valves open, and okay, yes, the The semilunar valves are closed. Okay. And we said that, okay, yes, one complete cardiac cycle equals to one complete heartbeat, which is mainly, yes, okay, completed by, yes, okay, the electrical signal starting from the SA node, traveling down to the AV node, from AV node to bundle of his splits in the bundle branches and reaches the Purkinje fibers. And after that, yes, okay, ideally, yes, okay, the SA node should be firing again. And okay, yes, the same journey. Yes, okay, it's completed, and another cardiac cycle is completed. Okay, there, okay, yes, on an ECG, this represents one complete cardiac cycle. Okay, now guys, please, in all this, it's not going to be, or we can mainly say that, okay, that your valve does not open and close as a result of the electrical activity, or flow of the electrical activity. Is that clear? Okay. Okay, well, mainly as okay, what cause the valves to open and close is going to, we can say, it's okay, when we talk about atria and ventricles, is going to be the pressure difference between those two chambers. That mainly as okay, causes the valves to be pushed in one direction or the other direction. Did that make sense? So it's going to be the pressure difference. Pressure difference of what, yes, okay, either, yes, okay, the pressure applied by the chamber onto the blood, that mainly, yes, okay, will push onto the valves of that, yes, okay, cusps or flaps or leaflets of that valve and push it open. Did that make sense? And okay, the blood gush through it. Okay. Likewise, yes, okay, when you go from the ventricles to, yes, okay, to the major arteries on the right side, yes, okay, the pulmonary artery on the left side, the aorta or aorta. Okay, so it's mainly, yes, okay, going to be, yes, okay, that increasing the pressure inside the ventricles that actually is going to push the valves open. And okay, mainly, yes, okay, squeeze the blood out. And okay, but once that is over, well, okay, it's going to be time for, yes, okay, the ventricle to relax. So that when it relaxes, okay, meaning because at that point, as okay, the pressure of the blood is greater inside the vessel, so that's going to close the valves. Okay, and as I say, it's okay. We had two heart sounds, lub, dub. Lub just called the first heart sound, dub called the second heart sound. Clear? Okay. Now lub, or either of these sounds, whether it was lub or whether it was dub, or whether it was the first heart sound or whether it was the second heart sound, are mainly produced by closing of the valves. Is when the valves close that will produce a sound. Clear? Okay. Now, when they say, yes, okay, the first heart sound, which is lub, that is mainly, yes, okay, due to the closure of your mitral valve or bicuspid valve on the left side and the tricuspid valve or on the right side. Did that make sense? Okay. And at that point, that's okay. When those valves close, which valves are open? Your semi.
Some,
Okay. Okay. So that's mainly going to be as okay the hard sound that you may hear as you feel a pulse. Did that make sense? Because that's going to be the instant where yes, okay, blood is being pumped into the major blood vessels. Okay, which actually is okay will produce a pulse. Did that make sense? Whereas the second hard sound, which is dub, is mainly as okay due to the closure of your semilunar valves, which are on the right is going to be the pulmonary valve, on the left is going to be the aortic valve. Clear? Okay. So what set of valves will be open at that point? Your AV valves. Okay, but it's the closure of the semilunar valve that will produce the second heart sound. Okay. Now, guys, some of you may have heard of somebody talking about, yes, okay, a heart murmur. Now, a heart murmur is nothing. Nothing. What the heart or what a murmur actually is mainly, yes, okay, an extra heart sound. Okay. Now, that heart sound, extra heart sound, as we may call it, or murmur, may either come in between the first heart sound and the second heart sound. So in between the lub and dub. So in between lub and dub, you may hear a lub, dub, something like that. Okay, a gushing sound. Usually it's okay. The murmurs may sound like a gush. Sometimes it's okay. It may sound it's okay like a click or something like that. But anyways, but what they mainly are yes okay just additional hard sounds. Did that make sense? Okay. So they may come either between, yes, okay, the first and second heart sound, or they may come after the second heart sound and before the next first heart sound, so between the dub and lub. Did that make sense? Okay. And then they will specify to, yes, okay, which area is it that it is loud as that. Because, okay, they don't, that's okay, randomly place the stethoscope on the chest to listen to the heart sounds. It's actually, it's okay. The mean is okay, place it on the areas where the heart valves are. Okay. Or where, yes, okay, the sound can be heard the best. So the mean is okay, just listen, okay, can I hear the lub and dub? But do I hear anything, yes, okay, within it as well, or in between that as well. So that's pretty much okay as what murmurs are. Now, okay. Now you can mainly say that, okay, yes, that murmur is mainly as okay. In most instances, okay, it may be as okay due to some valvular defect. You can say, okay, a murmur may be produced either because the valve doesn't open enough. Clear? So that will mean, yes, okay, we just call, yes, okay, we just call that the stenosis of that valve. Okay? Stenosis of that valve. It is commonly seen in the aortic valve. Aortic stenosis, you will hear a lot of that. Clear? Okay. Another thing is that, okay, yes, the valve opens, but then it doesn't close it properly. Clear? Okay. It doesn't close it properly. So here, yes, okay, as yes, okay, a chamber may, yes, okay, either be relaxing or it's okay, pumping blood ahead. Some blood may, yes, okay, you can say, it's okay, backflow into the previous compartment or previous chamber. Okay, the primary job of the valves was mainly as okay to prevent that from happening, right? Prevent backflow. Right? So that's what they mainly as okay will call as okay a regurg, or you may hear as okay regurgitation. Clear? Okay. Now, guys, that is commonly seen in the mitral valve. So what do you get from that? What do you get from that?
Heartburn.
Huh?
You get heartburn?
No, heartburn is a digestive disorder. Which valve did I just mention here that's okay undergoes, or that's okay, most likely it's okay, may suffer from the stenosis or regurgitation? Aortic valve and mitral valves. What is common with those two valves? What are the common
They're on
factors?
the left side.
They're on the left side. Did that make sense? Okay. And guys, that's okay. It may sound crazy, but 90% plus of the work of your heart is done by the left side. Did that make sense? And if you distribute, yes, okay, the workload of the left side between the atria and the ventricles, well, okay, it's going to be 90% plus performed by the ventricle. And that's why, yes, okay, they also call, yes, okay, the left ventricle the Herart's workhorse. That's the one that does most of the work. Capiche? Okay, guys. Yes, okay, out of, okay, yes, a lot of the what do you want to call this? Okay, cardiac surgeries that I have been participating in. Most of yes, okay, the valve replacements were for either mitral valves or aortic valves or both. Very, not very, but it's relatively rare to yes, okay, replace a valve on the right side. Where, let me just put it this way, I never seen a tricuspid valve being replaced. So if it was a valve on the right side that would need to get replaced due to whatsoever, it would mainly be the pulmonary valve. So, hey guys. So it was the flow of this electrical signal here, atrial depolarization, ventricular depolarization, and okay, ventricular repolarization. That gave us okay the P, the QRS, and the T waves on a ECG, which mainly told us okay, yes, that the heart made a complete heartbeat. And when we see these different waves here, it's okay, we can say, okay, the heart made a complete heartbeat, and okay, the signal started where it should start from, and ended where it should end at. Clear? Okay. But then based on that, they can say, okay, the heart beating fast, it is beating slow, so on and so. Okay. That's when they look at, okay, the distance between the graphs after one another. So yes, okay. That may require a little bit of calculations, but there are always cheats to do that. Okay. Well, okay, the closure and opening of the valves, well, okay, that is not something that is determined by the electrical signal, but that's mainly, it's okay, roughly speaking, yes, okay, just pressure difference between chamber to blood vessel. That will call opening and closing of the valves, where it's going to be the closing of the valves that produce a hard sound. Clear? Okay. So, as you said, when the right and left atria contract together, the right and left AV valves will open together. Likewise, okay, when the right and left atria relax together, yes, okay, those LV valves will close together. Clear? Okay, mainly because, yes, okay, your right and left ventricles will open, contract together, causing the semilunar valves to open together. Followed by, yes, okay, a ventricular relaxation, where, yes, okay, the AV semilunar valves will close, and now it's time for the AV valves to open when a new heartbeat starts. Any questions, guys? Okay, so I hope everybody is clear about what do we call that fellow here? What is his name? The cardiac cycle. Any questions? Which valves open, which valves close? What do you call the stage of contraction of a chamber, relaxation of a chamber? When so-and-so chamber is contracting, what's going to be the status of so-and-so other chamber? Everybody's clear about that? Okay. Well, you can mainly say it's okay, a whole page. Oh, yes, okay, 4 or 5 days, okay, paragraphs is summarized here. Okay, so you can make something like this and, okay, yes, put it on your refrigerator or something like that. Oh, yes, okay, dressing table, or yes, okay, door to your study, or yes, okay, just attach it as a sticky note on top of your computer screen. Now, guys, in cardiology, you can mainly say, okay, the main basic, oh, yes, okay, the main thing is, should something be done or not? Is mainly going to, yes, okay, be dependent upon, yes, okay, what we may talk about now. Now, guys, there are going to be, yes, okay, two things that most students still end up, okay, confusing with one another. So there's going to be something that we call as, okay, a stroke volume. Now, guys, okay, here, this stroke here is, okay, it doesn't mean that, okay, as cerebrovascular accident. The word stroke here actually is, okay, come from the word strike. And, okay, as I'm not talking about a strike that, okay, as workers maybe go on because it's, okay, they're, well, okay, maybe they call that a strike due to that, but that actually is, okay, means blow or beat. So we actually is, okay, going to be using the word beat to talk about strike, which becomes stroke. Now, volume, guys, is mainly as, okay, we can say, okay, used when measuring anything that is either liquid or gas. But here, it's okay, we're going to talk about it as a liquid. Mainly because, okay, we know that blood is liquid, right? Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So when we say volume, that's actually as okay, we can say it's okay that is going to be as okay the amount of, we can mean it as okay the substance that we are talking about here is going to be blood that is pumped, we can say it's okay by the heart in a single beat. Did you guys get that?
Yes.
Okay. So what is it that your car stroke volume is going to be? It's going to be the amount of blood that your heart pumps in a single heartbeat. Now, guys, usually it's okay when we talk about it's okay the stroke volume. Okay, okay. It will be mainly as okay referring to as okay how much blood is it that the left ventricle pumps every time the left ventricle makes a beat. Until and unless it's okay specified otherwise. Clear? Okay. But it's going to be as okay the blood amount of blood that is pumped by one side of the heart, right or left, in a single heartbeat. Did you guys get that? Okay. So usually it's okay, or unless and until it's okay specified otherwise, it will be referring to it's okay to the left side of the heart. Because that's going to be as okay the side that mainly as okay pumps blood to the body structures, right? Did you guys get that? Okay. But that is per beat. Or we can say, okay, as a result of the completion of one cardiac cycle. Did you guys get that? So stroke volume per beat, per strike, per blow. Okay. How much blood did the heart pump? Yes, okay, that will be your stroke volume. Now, guys, mathematically, well, okay, we can say, okay, how do we calculate the stroke volume? Let's see, it's okay. Let's change the color. And say that, okay, yes, your stroke volume actually is okay, is going to be equal to the difference between what we call, yes, okay, the end diastolic volume. Subtracted from the end systolic volume. Did that make sense? Which mainly mean that, okay, yes, we can say, yes, okay, at the end of diastole, for instance, or at the end of systole, for instance, as okay, there may be, let's say, it's okay, 100 cc's or 100, yes, okay, milliliters filled up in a chamber. Clear?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Whereas, okay, at the end of the systole, of the diastole, sorry. Oh, so that's probably going to be too much then. Sorry. End of systole. Okay, sorry. We should probably have done it the other way. Let's see. Sorry. Okay, guys. Go on.
Does the green say end of systole?
And systolic volume there.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. So let's put it this way, sorry. That, okay, at the end of diastole, we might have had, let's say it's okay, 100 cc's of blood in the chamber. Now, when we say it's okay and diastolic, that's going to be it's okay when the diastole is finished. Okay. Or we can say it's okay when the chamber is fully filled with blood as it relaxed. Where we may say it's okay now at the end of systole. Once systole is okay, is complete, we may just be left with, let's say, it's okay, 10 cc's of blood. Now, mainly it's okay, just subtracting these two from one another. Here. Will give us and say, it's okay, tell us, it's okay, how much does the blood, or how much blood did the heart pump in this contraction here? That would have been 90 cc's. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, okay. Or you can say, it's okay, you have a cup with coffee in it. Okay. 250 cc's, for instance. Now your stroke volume is going to be, well, okay, how much coffee am I able to just, okay, drink in one sip? So once you finish that sip, you see that, okay, yes, that there's only, yes, okay, 200 cc's left in your cup. Where at the beginning of the sip, there was 250. So you say, okay, as I drank 50 cc's of coffee in one sip. So that's going to be, it's okay, you're sipping volume. But here it's okay, so going to be, it's okay, mean how much is it that the heart will be able to pump out. Clear? Okay. But as long as you know, it's okay, what the stroke volume is, as per definition, you should be good. Okay. Now, guys, in an ideal adult, normal human being, they say that it's approximately, as okay, 70 cc's or 70 mLs of blood that is being pumped by the heart in one heartbeat. Or we can say, okay, in a normal adult human person with 5 to 6 liters of blood, it will be 70 cc's of blood pumped by the heart in a minute. So that's going to be, okay, the normal stroke volume. Is that clear? Okay. Now, if this stroke volume here is low, what could that tell you?
Like if the N number's low,
No, if your stroke volume is low.
Does that mean there's a problem with your veins?
Wouldn't that mean it's like it's working hard to pump? Like it's pumping almost everything out?
If your stroke volume is low, my dear,
Do you have an issue with your valve?
it could be mainly yes, okay, visual with the valve, right? Okay. Or we can say yes, okay, that the myocardium may not be able to yes, okay, make a strong enough contraction. If we say, well, okay, this heart here is going to yes, okay, ideally, look, pump this much, then it will be able to yes, okay, pump 70 cc's out. But if it only goes like this, you then won't have, okay, that great of a difference between, yes, okay, the two end volumes of systole and diastole, right? Okay. So pretty much, okay, those are things that they may refer to as, okay, as cardiac failure. Okay, that's a pretty much, okay, terminal term. Okay. But as, okay, mainly as, okay, if your stroke volume is low, well, okay, that means it could mean that your heart is not contracting well enough. Or even if it's contracting well enough, but it's okay, the valve may not work properly. Because whatever blood is being pumped ahead, come back.
So if it's too low, then it's a problem with the valve.
Not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
Will also be as okay due to as okay a poor contraction of the myocardium or the heart itself, right? You can say as okay, you have a sponge. Okay, like guys, look here. You have a sponge. You fill it up with water. Let's say yes, okay, that sponge was able to yes, okay, accommodate a volume of water of 100 cc's. Clear? Okay. Okay. That 100 cc is okay, what we can call as okay, the end diastolic volume of your heart or that chamber. Clear? The amount of fluid that it was able to accommodate when it was fully distended, relaxed, or filled up. Now your hand, yes, okay, or fingers or whatever is going to be as okay the myocardium. Now if you were able to just okay squeeze every single drop out of that sponge, I mean it means that okay as you were able to just okay make a good contraction, all right? So you can say, okay, our stroke volume was going to be as okay, either as okay, all the 100 cc's, because you didn't have as much as one single as okay, mini drop. Clear? Okay. But if you have some bad arthritis or whatsoever, that you're not able to squeeze the sponge properly, what's going to happen? Yes, okay, it was filled with 100 cc, but only yes, okay, volume that you will always be able to squeezing out is 25 cc's. Did that make sense?
Yes.
So what is going to be yes, okay, left in the sponge, even yes, okay, do you squeeze it, is going to be a difference of 25 cc's because there's still 75 cc's left in the sponge, even though you squeezed it. But you can't squeeze it that well because of some bad arthritis or whatsoever. Did that make sense? So you can say, okay, that could be one reason that, okay, yes, you may have a low cardiac output. Now, guys, please, this is oversimplified. We're talking about it, okay? But again, yes, okay, you can say, yes, okay, well, okay, yes, I was squeezing the sponge But as I was squeezing it, yes, okay, most of the fluid will come back. Okay. Now, okay. Okay. So why would that be? Mainly because it's okay, due to yes, okay, problems with the valves. So roughly speaking, you can say okay, that could be yes, okay, two major issues that may cause that the person has a low stroke volume. Clear? Okay. Well, what causes that's okay. That's okay. That you can say weak contraction of the myocardium. It can be as okay electrolyte imbalances and all those things. Okay. Usually we'll see it as okay. Usually are between as okay the second and third day after open heart surgery. That was mainly as okay the critical day where okay the heart might start its yes okay play tricky games. So okay. So in some instances, okay, we were warned, okay, this patient here is okay, may start giving us okay a hard time during the night hours, not night, because okay, his heart has started acting a little bit funny. But any questions about stroke volume? So as I
So
say,
the higher, sorry.
yeah, go ahead, Demelia.
I was just gonna say, so the higher the stroke volume, the better.
Well, not necessarily,
Okay.
because that higher stroke volume can also is okay cause high blood pressure, right?
Okay.
Because that pump that blood is going that's going to be pumped into the blood vessel now is going to just okay put a pressure onto the blood vessels, because your cardiovascular system, as you may as okay get to know about it, it's a closed system. So that's why you can't say, well, okay, why don't we have 10 liters of blood? Why is it that okay as an average is 5 to 6 liters? Why not 10? Why not 20? Why not 15 or 50? Because good was good, but then too much good becomes bad. Okay. Do you know anybody with high blood pressure?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. May not be as okay specifically for the persons that you know, but have you ever wondered why is it that people with high blood pressure get what they call water pills?
Water toes?
Water pills, exactly.
Oh, pills.
Yeah. Now, my dear, water pill is just okay as a fancy word for as okay what we technically is okay called diuretics. But what's going to happen as the people take us okay the water pill is that they're going to just okay be peeing a lot. And you say, well, isn't that polyuria? Well, okay, if you want to put it that way. But that's actually is okay the way by which is okay. It helps them get rid of excessive amount of fluids. And where that more excessive amount of fluid coming from? From the plasma. So reducing is okay, the blood volume will cause a fall in the blood pressure. But you don't want it to fall so low that they actually just okay become hypotensive. Because now then you have a whole different issue then. Okay. Did that make sense?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, guys. So that was your stroke volume. Now, what is it that most people, yes, okay, confuse it with? Is what we call a cardiac output. Now, guys, please, as you look at the word cardiac, yes, okay, you should by now know that, okay, that will mean, yes, okay, anything, yes, okay, pertaining or related to the heart. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And output, mainly as okay, just as a fancy word of saying as okay, what comes out of it. You can say as okay, what is the output of today's class? What's going to be the output of today's class? That hopefully, yes, okay, by the end of the day, yes, okay, you guys should be able to, yes, okay, say, yes, okay, what a stroke volume is, what a cardiac output is going to be, and okay, some other topics that we may be discussing, yes, okay, in the rest of the class. Or you can say, yes, okay, what's going to be the output of, okay, yes, taking, yes, okay, anatomy physiology. That, okay, by the end of the course, you will know a bit about, yes, okay, the anatomy of the body and the physiology of the body. Okay. And what's going to be the purpose of that? Okay, as you will be able to just okay apply that to yes, okay, your scanning skills once you start scanning. So you know yes, okay, where is the liver at, where is the heart at, where is the spleen, where's the right kidney, left kidney, okay, where will I find the uterus, ovaries, all those things. Did that make sense? Okay. So that's what we can say is okay, will be the output. Or we can say, okay, what comes out of it. Or if you go as okay into industry, well, okay, they take different raw materials, put them together, okay, whatever is the final product is the output. Those raw materials was the input. So right now, okay, all the yapping that I'm doing is trying to okay put something in your heads. Okay, and please don't make it this way. That okay, this is input way and this is output way. Okay, hopefully it's okay. So go here, stay here, and okay, ultimately be able to come out here. Okay, don't say okay, this is input and this is output. That's not how it works. Okay, guys. If that's how it is, then well, okay. I can just tell you that's okay. Then just put a cork into this ear. Okay. But then the disadvantage will be that okay, you only hear half of the things. So every second word of the sentence that I utter is going to be is going to be missed. Okay. So cardiac output is okay, meaning is okay, what comes out of it? Comes out of it what? Okay, of the heart. Okay. But literally, yes, okay, we can mean it says okay. Now this again is okay, going to be, we can say it's okay. You can say amount if you don't like the word amount. Well, okay, yes, you can replace that by volume. Okay. The amount of volume of blood. Okay. You can say it's okay. Pumped by the heart in a minute. That's going to be, yes, okay, your cardiac output. Did you guys get that? Right. Okay. Bless you, my dear. Okay. So, what was stroke volume? Well, okay, how much amount of blood does the heart pump with each beat? Did that make sense? Okay. Whereas we calculate, or if you want to just, okay, measure that amount pumped by the heart over a span of 1 minute will be as, okay, the cardiac output. Is that clear? So stroke volume, amount per beat. Cardiac volume, amount of blood pumped by the heart in a minute. Did you guys get that?
Yep.
Now, mathematically, well, okay, yes. If you know the definition, you can actually, yes, okay, mathematically, yes, okay, you can actually, yes, okay, from that make up your formula. So we can maybe say that, okay, yes, the cardiac output, that's going to be equal to the product of your stroke volume. Which you mean is okay, because that's okay. Blood pump per beat. Times, yes, okay, verb yes, okay, call heart rate. Our heart rate, that was going to be as, okay, heartbeats per minute. Did you guys get that?
Yes.
As we actually said that, okay, yes, in a normal human being or normal average human being, adult, okay, we said that, okay, it was approximately as, okay, 70 cc's or 70 mLs was your normal heart stroke volume, sorry. Now, the ideal heart rate, a number of heartbeats per minute was 72 beats per minute. And yes, okay. Multiply these two, yes, okay, we get approximately, yes, okay, 5,040 milliliters. But what they mainly say is, okay, yes, ideally speaking, it should be around, yes, okay, something like 5,000 milliliters, which is equal to 5 liters, which is the average blood volume of an adult human person.
You said 5,000 milliliters?
Yes,
Okay.
plus minus, right? Did that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now we can mainly say that, okay, as either decrease in your stroke volume will decrease your cardiac output. And or if there was a decrease in the heart rate, also is okay, decrease your cardiac output. Clear? If you say, well, okay, the heart still pumps, that's okay, 70 cc's per beat. But the heart only beats, let's say, it's okay, 30 times per minute. What's going to happen? Well, okay, your cardiac output is only going to be, it's okay, 21,000 mLs. No, sorry, 2,100 cc's in a minute. right?
Yes.
Where you say, okay, well, it still beats 70 beats per minute, but it's okay. The stroke volume is reduced to, let's say, it's okay, just something like 30 cc's per minute or 30 cc's. Okay. You then will say it's okay, it's only going to be, it's okay, 900 mLs. Oh, sorry, 2100 mLs plus minus again. Did that make sense? So your cardiac volume or your cardiac output is going to be decreased. Whereas, okay, as if you increase both of them or either of them, yes, okay, your cardiac output will increase. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Good. But, there is an upper limit. Now, let us put it this way, that actually is okay, is an upper limit of how much the heart rate can increase. And they say it's okay if the heart rate is okay, starts to is okay, be more than 120 beats per minute. If your heart starts beating more than 120 beats per minute, what that actually is okay will lead to is a drastic fall in your stroke volume. Now just think of it. Because, okay, what is it that your heart has to do between each contraction? Or your chamber has to do between each contraction? Or systole? I'm doing it right in front of your eyes right now.
Contract.
What is it that is going to be doing between each contraction?
Filling with blood
And how does it do that?
by valves opening from the pressure.
By relaxation, my dear. Right?
Yeah.
Right now, yes, okay, my fist is contracted, right? Or clenched, as you may call it, to its fullest. Would I be able to contract as, okay, clench my fist anymore? No, for me to make a new fist, I have to let it go, right? Did that make sense? Okay. Okay. And okay, you can say it's okay, the more I let it go, yes, okay, the more time is it that I give this, okay, this chamber is okay to fill up with blood. Clear? So ideally, it's okay, it's okay per minute. The heart rate is okay on average, you do yes, okay, 72 contractions and relaxations like this. Which you can mean says, okay, well, give yes, okay, the chamber enough time to fill up with enough blood to squeeze out. Did that make sense? Okay. Now, it will still be okay until, yes, okay, that's a rough average that they have found out. That, okay, yes, if the heart now starts beat, yes, okay, more than 120 beats per minute, yes, okay. What do you see? I don't have time enough to relax my fist enough. Or you can say, okay, in this case, okay, open the chamber enough to give it enough time to fill up with enough blood that's going to produce you can say, okay, somehow normal stroke volume. Did that make sense? Okay, so around 120-ish. Okay, that's where they say, well, okay, the heart may beat. The heart rate is increased. But at that point, yes, okay, what you actually find is that there's going to be, yes, okay, yeah, sudden fall in the stroke volume. Why? Because you don't give the chamber enough time to fill up with enough blood to produce a good enough stroke volume. Or you may say, well, okay, it only as okay goes like this. It never makes us okay that full fist contraction. Just take that sponge again. Now here is not due to arthritis, it's mainly because yes, okay, between each time, yes, okay, you're not able to relax your fingers or hand well enough to yes, okay, let that sponge fill up with enough water. You can actually keep that sponge just okay submerged. It will still need some time to fill up, right? But we can like this, well, okay, yes. So there's a phenomenon that we call as okay atrial fibrillation, or there's ventricular fibrillation as well. That's more as okay in terminal stages that we see that when the patient is about to, depart. It can happen. But atrial fibrillation, where it means okay, that's the atria that's well, okay, really not doing as okay enough contractions, mainly because of a super high heart rate. Usually they say it's okay, 300 plus. So, but the person may that's okay will not be able to, you can say it's okay, maintain a normal blood pressure. Any questions, guys? Now, what control all these things here? It's nervous. It's the nervous system. Clear? Okay. But here, guys, when we say the nervous system, is that going to be the nervous system that is under your control or not? No, it's not under your control. First of all, it's okay, the heart was an internal organ, right? Or we already said, okay, it was an involuntary muscle. So it's not really a muscle that you can dictate how it should be as okay acting. Well, okay, you can do certain activities that may as okay, tick, 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 yes, okay, make it speed up or slow down. Okay. But that's just how it is programmed to behave, yes, okay, based on the actions that you perform or activities. Okay. So, guys, neurologically speaking, or we can mainly say, okay, we have our nervous system. Now, there are going to be okay, two type of nervous system that's going to be okay, what we can call the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. Now, we're not going to talk about, yes, okay, the central nervous system is okay at this point here. If you want to, yes, okay, well, okay, it's saying, yes, okay, just your brain and spinal cord. Okay. Now, different things from, yes, okay, different parts of your brain is going to give off what we can call, yes, okay, per part that becomes the peripheral nervous system, which will become, yes, okay, your cranial nerves. And okay, yes, the peripheral part from the spinal cord, which was from your nervous system, central nervous system, is going to be, yes, okay, spinal nerves. But we mainly, as okay, will just refer to our peripheral nervous system here because, yes, okay, that peripheral nervous system can further be, yes, okay, divided into two major subcategories. One is going to be, yes, okay, what we call the somatic. And we can mainly say, okay, all these here is okay, were voluntary actions. Most of them. So any body movement that you make, things like that, is mainly as okay under the influence of the somatic nervous system, which was part of the peripheral nervous system, which may be as okay controlled by as okay components of your central nervous system. Did that make sense?
Yes.
So you can say it's okay, getting off the chair, opening a door, is okay, picking up a cup and taking a sip of your coffee and things like that. Those are all, yes, okay, somatic actions. Whereas, okay, yes, the other one is going to be, yes, okay, what we call, yes, okay, the autonomic nervous system, which is there, yes, okay, part of your peripheral nervous system. And if you look at the word autonomic, it's pretty much okay as it's self-determining. It's self-deciding. So which means, yes, okay, make this fellow here is okay, pretty much okay as responsible for, yes, okay, involuntary activities or actions. So that's why you can say, is okay, this nervous system here is okay, although it's okay under the influence of your peripheral nervous system, indirectly is okay affected by your brain and or spinal cord nerves, but it is involuntary. It's not under your direct control. So roughly speaking, yes, okay, we can say that mainly works for all the internal organs or structures. Now, our autonomic nervous system got two subparts. Now, one is going to be, okay, what we call the sympathetic nervous system. Now, the sympathetic nervous system, that is mainly as okay that what we as okay call as okay that fright, fight, and flight. So what is going to be relevant for us here is that okay, that means it's okay, produce a substance that we call adrenaline. And as a result of adrenaline, yes, okay, that will increase. Primarily, yes, okay, we can say it's okay, your heart rate. Did you guys get that?
Yes.
Good. Whereas the other other part of the autonomic nervous system is going to be what we just call the parasympathetic nervous system. Clear? Okay. Now, of most of our nerves here, whether they were cranial, whether they were spinal, they could be either somatic or autonomic. And even if they were autonomic, they could be predominantly sympathetic or predominantly parasympathetic. Now, in the parasympathetic nervous system, there's actually a nerve. We can actually that's going to be the 10th cranial nerve, which is known as vagus or the vagus nerve. VAGUS. Now Vegas as in Las Vegas. And it's a nerve, so it's made going to release because that's neurotransmitter, which is going to be acetylcholine. Okay. But the effect of this acetylcholine here mainly is going to be that it will reduce the heart rate. Now, guys, just as your sympathetic nervous system is what we call the fight, and flight situation. This fellow here is mainly where we say will be the rest and digest. So that tells you why your heart starts beating slowly or beat slower when you, for instance, are taking a nap or sleeping at night. Because at that time, that's where your parasympathetic nervous system is going to be the dominant one of these two systems here. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Likewise, after lunch break. That's why I try to go easy on you guys once you come back from lunch. Because I know that happy meal that you just consumed. Not necessarily from McDonald's because that will supersize you. But it's it's going to make you a little bit in that mode. Why? It's not your fault. It's just how our bodies are made to act. Because at that point, that's when your parasympathetic nervous system is the dominant one. Because that's when you actually are trying to digest the food or lunch or whatsoever that you just consumed. Did that make sense? But for now, just remember, guys, it's going to be the autonomic nervous system that way it's control and regulate, For here, we say it's the heart. Clear? Where the two components of the autonomic system was sympathetic, parasympathetic. Sympathetic will increase your heart rate. So that says, you see the killer clown, that's Or your exam, or your teacher in anatomy physiology tells you that, yes, the quiz has been, midterm has been shifted and is due tomorrow. So even though it's you are trying to doze off after a happy meal, shit, what the blue? That may awake your sympathetic nervous system. That's I just heard something that has triggered something in me. Any questions? Now, guys, that was all that I could offer for chapter 11. Have fun with it. But how was it?
It was a lot.
Okay,
Yeah,
it was
definitely a lot.
okay, guys. Besides being a lot, did you find it interesting?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's fine. It's a okay, guys. Now just take a short break, and what I will say is that okay, when we come back, we will start with chapter 12. Now, before okay, let me just turn this off. We don't need to record. Okay, guys, sorry. Welcome back. And before I start, guys, any questions?
No.
Okay, good. See. So we can say it's okay. Chapter 12, where we mean is okay. In this case, yes, that's what it's called about the lymphatic system. And mainly it's okay, as they say, it's okay, the lymphatic system is an accessory circular system. Now, guys, why do we call it a circulatory system? Mainly because, okay, there's something that's going to be circulated. So the substance that will be circulated, which in our circulatory system, our cardiovascular system as we know it, is going to be, okay, a fluid that we will call lymph. Okay, so in the cardiovascular system and the regular circulatory system, as we call it, that was blood. And I hope we have had, okay, as a detailed enough discussion of what the blue blood was. Clear? Okay. Accessory mainly is okay, well, okay, as we can say, it's okay, an extra. Okay. Circulatory system. Okay, where okay, the circulated substance will be lymph, and okay, as we going to yes, okay, have now this lymph here, guy, that's going to be as okay, circulated in what we will call lymph vessels. Clear? Okay. So we will also as okay talk a little bit about as okay the kind of lymph vessels. And then we mainly as okay, we can say as okay, we'll have yes, okay, different, or we can say as okay, lymphatic tissues, organs, and glands, etc., etc. Okay. Did that make sense? But mainly because it's okay, it is going to be as okay, a fluid that is circulated in a system of vessels in most areas, okay, running parallel or side by side to our regular, yes, okay, blood vessels and so on. So that's why we call it an accessory circulatory system. Okay, now guys, what actually that's okay is going to happen at the end of that's okay the circulation of this lymph here, that it will be as okay drained into the blood. So ultimately, as okay, this lymph here is okay will end up in the blood, or we can say as okay this lymphatic system here, which was a necessary circulatory system, ultimately as okay drain the fluid called lymph into the blood. Okay, guys.
Yep.
Good. Now the questions come, yes, okay, why in the do we need yes, okay, this system here? Okay. What's the main purpose of okay, yes, lymphatic system? Okay. So it is pretty much going to be as okay the system that mainly as okay will help the immune system provide us with immunity. And that's why it's okay. Many people it's okay will take it's okay what we in this case I will call the lymphatic system and the immune system and fuse them together into what they will call as okay the lymphatic immune system, immunolymphatic system. Clear? Okay. But this is mainly as okay going to be the major system that okay yes will provide the body with immunity, or what we can call as okay protection. Protection against what? Yes, okay. Anything that okay yes the body doesn't recognize as something that belongs to the body. Or okay, yes. If other body system will not be able to manage it, well, okay, we can say it's okay, the immune system, yes, okay, or in this case, our lymphatic system will actually, yes, okay, kick in. A kick in, yes, okay, has these specialized tasks that it will be able to do. Okay, where we can say, it's okay, lymph is going to be, yes, okay, a major fluid that will help, yes, okay, the system here to perform that job. Okay. Another thing that we'll do, and it's mainly it's okay going to be it's okay the way by which it's okay, or at the way at which is okay, it will be able to is okay perform its major function of providing the body with immunity or defend the body, is that it actually that's okay collects what we call interstitial fluid. Okay, so we can say it's okay. Okay, first and foremost, that's okay. Provides the body with immunity. Or if don't deny immunity, because that's okay, protection. How and why? How collects. Now here we say, okay, we're going to be okay, what we can call it, okay, interstitial fluid. Okay. Now guys, interstitial fluid is mainly as okay going to be as okay again, it's okay a fluid. Because it's okay pertaining to the tissues. So if you for instance say that we had tissues, whatever tissue, right? What we actually is okay, we'll find in that tissue is going to be it's okay fluid. And you can say it's okay now, mainly things such as okay as carbon dioxide, things like that. That's okay, mainly as okay go from the tissues, that's okay directly into the blood. Mainly as okay as an exchange for oxygen. Clear? Okay. But there's going to be other products that these tissues here may produce. For instance, debris. Cells in that tissue that has worn down. Means become debris. That's going to be those debris products are going to be in the interstitial fluid. You can say certain other toxins are breakdown products for broken down as phagocyzed bacteria and so on, so on, so on. It's going to be in the interstitial fluid. So it's going to be mainly your job of the lymphatic system. So collect this interstitial fluid, and it will become and it means going to be carried with the lymph. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so you can say it's other mainly breakdown products from harmful substances that the body can't deal with otherwise. Will be what you want to call it, collected up by the lymph. Okay, now something that we may talk a little bit more about in the what do we call a fellow here? A digestive system. But some of you will say, where is it that lymph comes from? Now, guys, lymph, that is mainly derived from, we can say fats, or let's say fatty acids. Fatty acids is mainly just the product or the digestive product of fats. Okay. Now, guys, if we look in the gut, or we can mean says small intestine, for instance. Now, what you mainly will see is that as we have an artery coming in, and that artery is at the other end is going to become a vein. We'll talk more about that in the digestive system. But together with as these arteries and veins, which are regular blood vessels, is that we also will see a kind of vessel that will be referred to as an lacteal vessel. And it actually is through this lacteal as a vessel here that is we can mean it says that the fatty acids will be absorbed. And those fatty acids actually is as they are being absorbed by the lacteal vessel. These lacteal vessels mainly are going to become what we call the lymphatic vessels, which is mainly going to be the blood, or mainly going to be the vessels that carry lymph. Okay. Well, what was it derived from? Mainly it's the fatty acids. Okay. Where was that picked up? Yes, in your gut. Through these specialized vessels here. So you can actually say it's in the at the absorbing level, it's going to be the lacteal, lacteal vessels that become a lymphatic vessel that is going to carry or transport lymph, the fluid of your lymphatic system. Did you guys get that? But primary and foremost is the function of the system here is mainly to provide the body with immunity. Any questions?
No.
Now, guys, as I said, now we can mean it's okay, say it's okay, what were the components of the lymphatic system? Now we said, okay, yes, we had lymph. And now I mean, that's okay, just the fluid of the lymphatic system. That, okay, yes, at the end of the day is going to just, okay, drain into the circulatory system. Okay, but the lymph, yes, okay, is going to, yes, okay, we can say it's okay, carried or transported by, or we can call it, okay, we can call them lymphatic vessels. If you don't want to call them lymphatic vessels, they can refrain, yes, okay, be called lymph vessels. That's fine too. Okay. We then can say, yes, okay, what we will also have in the lymphatic system is going to be, yes, okay, we can say it's okay, lymphatic tissues or organs. Now they're going to be, as okay, a group of organs, etc., etc., that we will talk about. One is going to be, as okay, what we'll call the spleen. Is that clear?
Yeah, can I just ask a quick question?
Yes, my dear.
So the lymphatic vessels, that would be the same as the lacteal vessels, right?
But in the gut, let us put it this way, in the gut, we call them the lacteal vessels.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. That's
So-
mainly as okay, where you can say it's okay, where they as okay absorb the fats or fatty acids,
Right.
which plainly as Romania is going to be as okay, one of the main components or ingredients of the fluid called lymph.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. So that's going to be as okay, a big, or actually as okay, we can say it's okay, the biggest lymphatic tissue or organ is going to be as okay, the spleen. We will talk a bit about, yes, okay, what we can call the tonsils. And there's going to be, yes, okay, three major types of tonsils. We already, yes, okay, talked about this fellow here briefly, but yes, okay, we said, yes, okay, it's the thymus. Right, okay. Strangely enough, although yes, okay, attached to your gut, or yes, okay, attached to yes, okay, your alimentary canal, as we may call it, but it's really not a digestive organ because it doesn't really have any digestive function at all. Is the appendix. So that's actually a part of, okay, your lymphatic system. Or it's a lymphatic organ or lymphatic tissue. Here. After which we can mainly say, okay, what is that we have left is going to be, okay, what we will call lymph nodes. That makes sense. Where we as okay, mainly as okay, just will manage, okay, briefly mention as okay, different smaller or bigger group of lymph nodes in the body. Is that clear?
Yes.
So this makes up your lymphatic system. Now, guys, the biggest and the most important one first is the spleen. So we can actually say, okay, out of all of our, yes, okay, lymphatic tissues, this is the biggest lymphatic organ. Now, guys, as far as we are concerned, yes, okay, especially yes, okay, when we talk anatomy, is location. Where is it at? Okay, yes, this spleen here is going to be located. Okay, now that's going to be, yes, okay, we can say it's going to be located in the left upper quadrant. Which mainly meant that, okay, as if we took the abdominal pelvic cavity, like this, right? Okay. Okay, this was our abdominal pelvic cavity. And we divided it into, yes, okay, 4 quadrants. It was mainly, yes, okay, going to be, yes, okay, in this left upper quadrant here that we will have the spleen. Clear? Or we could also say, yes, okay, it was going to be, yes, okay, in the left hypochondrial region. Right, okay. But again, yes, okay, we said that, okay, yes, that was our abdominal pelvic cavity area, which we, as okay, divided into 9 regions. It was going to be, as okay, in the left upper or in the left hypochondrial region that we find the spleen. Okay. Now let's just look a little bit closer at it. So, okay. Now we can say, okay, this is the left hypochondrial region. Okay, where we may says, okay, we had the ribs coming like this, but let's just take the ribs out. Because, okay, what we have in this region here is mainly going to be, you can say, the stomach. And pretty much, okay, yes, we can say it's okay, posterior lateral, which mainly is okay, mean partly behind and on the side of the stomach is it that we'll find the spleen. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. And then it's okay, you can say it's okay, what do we have right here next to it? It's going to be, it's okay, the ribs. Now, guys, the spleen, yes, okay, it is a very fragile organ. Okay. Now, we can then say, okay, now, what is okay in terms of, okay, as being a part of the lymphatic system, yes, okay, what is its function? Well, okay, yes, it may play, yes, okay, a vital role in hemolysis. We can say, okay, filtering out the blood from, yes, okay, dying, or yes, okay, red blood cells, and pretty much, okay, yes, lyse it. Okay. Actually, yes, okay, the main, yes, okay, just assist the liver in hemolysis. Most of your hemolysis will still going to, yes, okay, be performed by the liver. Okay. But its main function is going to be as okay that it actually as okay helps the body to as okay produce lymphocytes. Clear? Okay. So it's going to as okay play a vital role in as okay helping the body in the production of lymphocytes. Any questions?
No.
Now, guys, if we look at the spleen, it's pretty much okay as okay play as okay shape like I guess a big saucer or as okay a little bit oval in shape, or like an UFO or a plate. Okay. Please keep in mind, guys, yes, okay, it's going to be yes, okay, completely covered up in peritoneum. Okay. Now, on the inside of the spleen, well, okay, it has means okay, what we call a splenic capsule. Okay, so the outline of the spleen is actually going to be made up of okay, as a thin membrane called the splenic capsule. Okay, and as okay, that capsule is okay in circles, yes, okay, or we come yes, okay, the spleen. It is also thrown into yes, okay, these folds here. Okay, and what we call these folds here is going to be yes, okay, a trabecula if it is one, trabeculae if it is more than one. Did that make sense? And what these trabeculae, which mainly is okay, are just folds of okay as the capsule that encircles yes, okay, the outline of your capsule is going to do yes, okay, well actually that's okay, we can say it's okay, divide the spleen into smaller, yes, okay, compartments, which we can call loops. Did that make sense? So we can mainly say, okay, that the trabeculae actually is okay, we can say it's okay, divides the spleen into loops. Did you guys get that?
Yes.
Okay. But guys, what the spleen mainly is going to be is okay if you hold it in your hands. Now, you're probably not going to be doing that, but it's okay. If you hold it in your hand, it's mainly it's okay, it's going to be it's okay a gelatin-like material. Okay. And yes, okay, it is, well, okay, it's an important organ, but it's an organ that also, yes, okay, easily can get damaged. And unfortunately, guys, okay, if it gets damaged, there is no repair. You can't apply a band-aid or a mesh or anything. It's gone. So that's okay. A ruptured spleen, there's no repair, there's nothing that really can be done. It got to be removed. Okay. Can you live without it? Yes, you can. The nightmare situation is that, okay, as you just once in a year, it's okay, will need to go and it's okay, get vaccinated. Okay. For some, yes, okay, infections, which, yes, okay, lymphocytes and so on. So my prime, yes, okay, were produced with the help of the spleen. But what did we call that removal of the spleen? That was already just called a splenectomy. Okay. Some cases, okay, some people, yes, okay, fracture some of the lower ribs. That broken rib may actually puncture the spleen. And okay, yes, as I said, there's no repair. Okay. It is a very delicate structure, so yes, okay. Any surgeon who is okay operates, yes, okay, in close proximity to the spleen wants to keep it out of the operating field. Okay. But yes, okay. So it is mainly as okay going to be as okay divided into loops. But as I said, yes, okay, here you can't say, well, okay, it got punctured here. That's okay. Something was wrong with this loop here. We can just resect this loop out. No. It's not like the liver, it's not like the brain, it's not like the lung, or so and so. Okay. It's going to be as okay. The whole thing that will be that has to get removed. Did you guys get that?
Yeah.
Now, is there any question?
Nope.
Good. As far as you're concerned, yes, okay, it's going to be yes, okay. Where is it that the spleen is located? Okay, in the left upper quadrant or in the left hypochondrium. Okay, okay. It's going to yes, okay, be completely enclosed in peritoneum. Okay, okay. Because that's okay. Inner layer of the yes, okay, capsule of the spleen is going to be thrown into these four called trabeculae. And what this trabeculae is going to do is just okay, divide the spleen into loops. Okay. Now what we may talk as a part of okay as our other or later on is okay, this spleen here is okay, has its own blood supply. Clear? Okay. So although yes, okay, it is a lymphatic tissue. Okay, it is a part of okay, yes, but it's still going to yes, okay, need blood. Okay, and you can may say, okay, why? It's okay, because okay, some of that hemolysis is mainly going to it's okay, be carried by it's okay, blood being filtered through this spleen here as well. Okay. But physically, guys, the normal size of a spleen, the size of the palm, not the fingers, just the palm, this part here. That's how big it is. Clear? Okay, whether it's in this dimension, and in this dimension. So it's not a very thick organ either. Okay, and pretty much okay as shaped. You can just make it a little bit as okay more cupped, but yes, okay, that's how it is. Okay, where posterior-lateral to the stomach, so partly as okay on the side, but also behind. Okay, okay, your stomach. On the left side. Okay, so left upper quadrant or yes, okay, left hypochondrial region. Any questions, guys?
No.
Okay, good. Now, guys, the next type of lymphatic organ, etc., that we can talk about is going to be the lymph nodes. Is that clear?
Yes.
Now, why lymph? Why do we call them the lymph nodes? Mainly, it's okay here. The lymph nodes mainly is okay because they are okay as part of the lymphatic system, or we can say they are lymphoid tissues. And those of you who have paid attention to yes, okay, the cardiovascular system will now know yes, okay, what do we mean by nodes?
Nodules.
Small round structures, right? Is that clear?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So practically, guys, okay, yes, we can say it's okay if we say it's okay, we have, let's just take it's okay. Let's just take one lymph node. That's going to be easy. It's okay. What we're going to lymph node, that's going to it's okay be this nodular shaped structure here. Right, okay. Which, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. That direction is okay will be as okay. A lymph vessel and a lymph vessel. Clear? Very mainly says okay, in this case says okay, if this is the flow of our lymph, we can mainly say that okay, yes. So this lymph vessel here actually is okay, will bring lymph to the lymph node, right? Where we can say is okay, this other blood lymph vessel here actually is okay, will take the lymph away from the lymph node. Did you guys get that?
No, can you repeat that?
Sure. Let's say that, okay, this is the direction in which our lymph is flowing, right?
Yeah.
Clear? Okay. Now that's okay. Now with your lymph node, what are you going to have? It's okay, you're going to have, okay, lymph vessels or lymphatic vessels. Now, what are the lymphatic vessels or lymph vessels going to be? That's going to be, as okay, mainly be the vessels in which the lymph is flowing, right?
Okay.
So if we say that that's the case, well, okay, so like there's going to be a lymph vessel or lymphatic vessel that brings lymph to the lymph node, right?
Yep.
Good. Likewise, well, okay, yes, it's going to pass through the lymph node. And what the lymph nodes do, we will talk about that in just a little bit. But on the other hand, yes, okay, there's going to be another lymphatic vessel, which means yes, okay, just takes the lymph away from the lymphatic vessel, right? Okay, because this is the direction in which the lymph is flowing. Did that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So you can say, okay, I'm going to, yes, okay, let's say it's okay, the living room. And after it's okay, passing through the living room, it's okay, I would add, it's okay, walk into the corridor or something like that. So there's going to be a way through which it's okay, you walk from your sitting room to the living room, and okay, yes, another way. You go from this living room to the corridor, because that's the direction in which you are moving. Okay. Now, lymph nodes, well, okay, yes, they are mainly as okay going to be as okay bigger or smaller groups in different areas. Okay, so they are okay at different areas, yes, okay, where a bigger or smaller population of lymph nodes. Just a second, guys. Okay, sorry, guys. So, okay, so what we say, well, okay, at the lymph nodes, just okay, they're going to be, we can say it's okay. Grouped together in different areas of the body. Clear? Okay, and these groups of lymph nodes here, mainly as okay, are going to be named in accordance to the area of the body where they are found. Is that clear?
That says grouped together.
In different areas.
Okay.
Okay, what we mean by groups together is that, okay, yes, you're probably not going to find, yes, okay, one single lymph node. Clear? If you see one, or see, if there's going to be a lymph node, it's going to not be one, but it's going to be a bigger, smaller group of lymph nodes together, right?
Okay.
Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And how is it that we as okay define them or classify them? Exactly. It's all dependent upon okay, which area of the body is it that we have these lymph nodes here. Okay. So some common groups of lymph nodes is going to be as okay, we can say, let's start. Submandibular. Here. Under the mandible, right? Clear? Next. Cervical. And where would that be? Your neck. So have you wondered if you, for instance, okay, if you go to the doctor, okay, yes, what is it that they're trying to feeling for? Lymph nodes. Okay. It's not because they want to squeeze you, choke you. No, they are trying to just, okay, feel for the lymph nodes. Right, okay. That's okay, cervical lymph nodes. Now it's okay, a group of lymph node that, okay, yes, will be, yes, okay, important is going to be, yes, okay, the axillary lymph nodes. And the underarms, right? And we can say, okay, these will be important, especially as, okay, for things such as breast cancer. Is that clear?
Yes.
Good. We can even say that, okay, yes, now close by the lungs. There's going to be okay, an area of the lung which is going to be called the hilum. And okay, as close by that is going to yes, okay, be what you call yes, okay, hilar lymph nodes. Okay. So usually that's okay for people with okay, a suspected things such as lung cancer, etc., etc. They may actually just okay go, and now that's pretty much okay as scopically. That they go as okay with a scope into the thorax and okay as look at these lobes here, lymph nodes here, and actually just okay try to take off a biopsy of a couple of lymph nodes. Okay, but it's okay pertaining to it's okay the hilum of the lung, and what that is going to be is okay. We'll talk about that when we get to the respiratory system. But there's going to be okay a group of lymph nodes called the hilar lymph nodes. Clear? Okay, so yes, okay, that will be yes, okay important for things such as okay different lung cancers. Clear? Okay. We can even say yes, okay. Deeper down, yes, okay, or deeper down, further down, yes, okay. The body is going to yes, okay, and the groin is going to yes, okay, what we call the inguinal lymph nodes. So that's going to be yes, okay, in the groin. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, guys, there's going to be okay a specialized group of lymph nodes, which we actually is okay called, or let me just write it down here. It's going to be as okay the Peyer's patches. Oh, let me write that a little bit clear. Shit. This razor here is too ambitious. So it's okay, lung cancer. Let me see, I think then we had okay the specialized group of lymph node here. We call that the Peyer's patch. Clear? Okay. Now, guys, just think of it this way. You can say it's okay, for instance, okay, this was your intestine, right? Right? Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Good. Now, what did we say that, okay, yes, we got from the intestine, yes, okay, we had those in the inline, in the lining of the intestine, we had, okay, those lacteal vessels, right? Okay, which ultimately is okay, will become, let's say, as okay, lymphatic vessels. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what we also, yes, okay, may have, yes, okay, around the intestine is going to be, yes, okay, the peritoneum that comes, and okay, as goes. But in these, yes, okay, initial lymph vessels, here is it that we're going to have, yes, okay, big groups of lymphatic vessels. Oh, sorry, lymph nodes. That would be called the Peyer's patches. So pretty much, okay, yes, in between, yes, okay, the layers of the peritoneum. It's okay, peritoneum is okay, came like this, turned around, and okay, yes, came on the backside. But inside this peritoneum is going to be, as okay, we can see, it's okay, the lymphatic vessels. Which means, yes, okay, first we'll run through, yes, okay, extensive group of lymphatic or lymph nodes that are called, okay, all are grilled together in the group called a Peyer's patch. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, guys. Now, some of you may say, well, okay, how big is a lymph node? Now, normally, it's going to be as okay, not bigger than okay, as 1 millimeter. So this dot here is okay, actually is 1 millimeter. And then some of you will say, well, okay, yes, if it is 1 millimeter big, what's the likelihood that, okay, yes, the doctor will be able to feel it when he or she goes like that? Not likely. Boy, that's okay. If it is only 1 millimeter, that means, okay, yes, no worries. Clear? Is where that lymph node becomes bigger. That should start ding, 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 ring some bells of worry. Did that make sense? Clear? Now just think of it, guys. What was it I said that lymph was going to carry? Debris. Other harmful substances that the body might not be able to just, okay, get rid of otherwise, right? What can be peed out is going to be peed out. That's going to be, okay, picked up by the blood. Things like that, right? Okay. But it's okay for 2 groups of lymph nodes. You already saw that, okay, I mentioned it's okay, these are going to be important for cancers, right? So you can mean it says, okay, what may is okay, be a means by which, okay, the body tries to prevent cancer from spreading. Is okay as lymph passes through it, or through, yes, okay, this lymphatic system of lymphatic vessels. But it actually is okay, may come across from area to area to area to area. Is going to be as okay, groups of lymph nodes, which mainly as okay will actually act as filtering stations to filter out any as okay harmful substance that the lymph may have been carrying. Clear? So filter it out and mean yes, okay, try to destroy it to its best ability. Clear? Okay. Okay. Did that make sense? Okay. So whether it was okay as damaged bacteria or even as okay, actual bacteria or whatsoever, pus, cancerous cells, etc., that try just okay, let's spread to different areas. Okay. It was picked up by the lymph, but okay, yes, what the lymph was trying to do is, well, okay, let me pass it through this filter here, and okay, yes, filter it out. So, as the lymph nodes work harder and harder and harder because they eat more and more and more and more. Okay, so not eat, they actually, it's okay, work harder. What's going to happen? They will start to grow. Did that make sense? So that's where you can say as okay, that lymph node, which okay, shouldn't be bigger than okay, yes, the tip of the tip of the tip of my pinky. Actually may go this big. Actually we end up as this big. Or actually may end up okay, yes, like a good, yes, okay. A little bit bigger, yes, okay, up to yes, okay, the size of a swollen golf ball. That's how big, yes, okay, lymph nodes can get. Can they get any bigger? Of course. If somebody wants to walk around with that mess, well, that's okay, swollen structure, okay, he or she is welcome to do that. Did that make sense? So you can say, it's okay, no swollen lymph nodes, okay, yes, like Una Matata. It's when they start become swollen or bigger, and actually it's okay, palpable, or you'll be able to feel them, that will say, okay, what the, something is going on. You walk in with a sore throat, they will say, okay, well, okay, at least your body is fighting it. Okay, you walk in with a sore throat, yes, okay, they will go here because, okay, primarily, yes, okay, the lymph that comes from, okay, the areas of, okay, as your throat and so on, so it will be filtered primarily, yes, okay, by the cervical lymph nodes. Did that make sense? Okay. So that's why you can say, yes, okay, axillary lymph nodes, yes, okay, the lymph nodes in the underarm or armpit, breast cancer. Because we can mainly say, okay, those lymph nodes are going to, yes, okay, be responsible for the lymphatic drainage of the breast. Lymph that run through the breast, because it goes, yes, okay, not only the breast, that runs through any tissue, any structure in the body, right? Okay. But lymph that comes, yes, okay, came from the breast will go, yes, okay, through the lymph nodes in the armpit. And that's when they will start, yes, okay, you can say, okay, try to filter the lymph. So yes, okay, what is that lymph nodes are? Group of filtering stations. What are they going to filter? The lymph. Just like, okay, if you have a water filter in your house, what is that going to do? If you have a water filter in your house, what is that water going to do?
Filter out the bad stuff.
Not from the water, right? Clear? Did that make sense? So primarily, it's okay, we're filtered out, and okay, once it's filtered out, it's okay, what am I going to do with this? Okay, let's try to just okay, demolish it, destroy it, all that's okay, so on, so on, so. Okay. So what do we call that destruction? Phagocytosis. Did that make sense?
Yep.
Good. Now, guys, any questions? Now, guys, as I said earlier, and that's probably it's okay. Okay. That for instance, okay, if we said that we had we just take, okay, as we can say, okay, one single lymph node. Right? Okay. And I'm again going to say it that in this case, yes, okay, this is the direction in which the lymph flows. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Good. Which mainly mean that, okay, yes, for this lymph node here, so you say, okay, there's going to be a lymph vessel here. And in this lymph vessel here, it's okay, we can mainly say, okay, that the lymph is going to be still flowing in this direction. But we can say, okay, it's going to be the lymph vessel that brings the lymph to the node. Did you guys get that?
Yep.
Good. Whereas, okay, guys, on the other hand, we can say, okay, that's going to be a lymph vessel. Well, okay, the lymph is still flowing in this direction. But it's okay, for this lymph node here, that's going to be, okay, another lymph vessel. So that's going to be, okay, but this is going to be the lymph vessel that takes the lymph away from the node, right? Or carry the lymph that just had passed through the lymph node. Did you guys get that?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. Now, what are we going to call this lymphatic vessel here? He or she is going to be called the afferent lymph vessel. Afferent with an A, as apple. Is that clear, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Whereas this lymph vessel here is going to be called the efferent lymph vessel. Efferent with an E as in elephant. Example or extension. Is that clear?
Yep.
Now, guys, this word afferent and this word efferent here is going to be as okay terms that we will come across again in a later system. Okay? Where we say it's okay, afferent vessel, efferent vessel. Is that clear? Okay. The afferent is still just okay, what comes first, efferent, what comes afterwards. And that was my cheat. If you know your ABC, you can say, okay, first comes A, then comes later on down the ABC song is E. That was my cheat back in 1992. If the information gets too much, you just have to make your cheats. That's all. Okay. So afferent lymphatic vessel is going to be as okay, the lymphatic vessel or the lymph vessel that brings the lymph to the node. Whereas efferent with an E as an elephant, a lymphatic vessel is going to be the lymphatic vessel or lymph vessel that takes the lymph away from the node. Did you guys get that? Okay. And the same concept, afferent, efferent, is going to just be brought up again in another system when we talk of some other kind of blood vessels. Yeah. So if you understood it here, it's just a matter of copy and paste it over there. Afferent was afferent, bringing it onto that we were talking about at that time. Efferent will be taken away from. Any questions, guys?
No.
No.
Okay. Okay. Good. Now, another is lymphatic tissue that we may talk about is going to be what we commonly will call the tonsils. Right? Well, we can mainly say, where are tonsils? That's okay. Well, again, yes, they are lymphoid tissue. And where is it that the tonsils mainly are going to be found? In the upper respiratory tract. If somebody don't like the word respiratory tract, well, yes, they can say airways. Is that clear?
Yes.
Good. But guys, the one that we commonly that people most likely commonly refers to as the tonsils. Actually, is just going to be one of the three groups of tonsils that we have. And actually what we call the palatine tonsils. Yeah. That's what people commonly refers to as the tonsils. It's actually going to be the palatine tonsils. And that's when when a person, for instance, opens his or her mouth. And say, ah. Now you can say, down here is the tongue. Here's at the back of the mouth. It actually is what we call the soft. Huh? Okay. is going to be as okay the soft palate. And okay, yes, in this soft palate here is actually just okay here on either side. Is going to be as okay, or you can call it okay the palatine tonsils. That can get swollen and inflamed, and that's what you call tonsillitis. Clear? Okay. But they are mainly as okay called the palatine tonsils because okay they were as okay related to as okay located by the soft palate. And what the palate that was mainly is okay the roof of your mouth. Okay, so that means that's okay going to is okay. How do you have? Two. That's going to be one on either side. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Good. Another group of tonsils that we may have is going to be as okay lingual. Now, they practically as okay are going to be as okay sublingual or underneath the tongue. Okay, but that's going to be as okay another group of tonsils. And then we have okay, yes, a single isolated tonsil. Now, it may actually as okay be called the pharyngeal tonsil. Although as okay, you can say the word pharyngeal as okay is pertaining to the pharynx, which is your throat. But what that where that actually is going to as okay be found is going to be as okay in the nasopharynx. So it's actually going to be as okay one single tonsil found in the nasopharynx. And we have already talked about this fellow here back in medical term because we call him or her the adenoid. Did you guys get that?
There's only one adenoid?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
There's one big leg, okay. When it gets inflamed, yes, okay, it may look like okay, a long, yes, okay, earthworm. And sometimes yes, okay, sometimes yes, okay. When they take it out, it's made like, okay, and you go, what the okay, there's a big earthworm like thing comes out. Of course, that's okay, it grew bigger because it got inflamed. Okay. But just one. Mainly because it is found in the part of the throat behind the nose. Or this area here. Where these two fingers here will meet. Okay. That's where you'll find it. So yes, okay, although we call it pharyngeal, but we have pharynx is okay as a big passage. Nasopharynx, oropharynx, and laryngopharynx. Okay, but the pharyngeal, yes, okay, tonsils is going to be your adenoids. Okay. Although that's okay, the common one that people most that's okay may complain about that's okay in case of sore throat is the palatine tonsils. Okay, which commonly is okay, those are called tonsils. Did that make sense?
Yep.
What was their job? You can mean it says, okay, protecting your upper airways. Because nothing can go down to the lower airways without passing through the upper airways, whether that's inhaling through the nose. And some of you say, who does that? You can still have your mouth closed and still be breathing. Right? So, yeah. As a matter of fact, that's okay. The actual passage through which, okay, you should be breathing would be your nose. The mouth is to talk to. Or eat. Right, okay. So you can say as okay, pretty much okay as any air that goes in has to pass through the upper airways. So it's mean as okay, you can say as okay, going to as okay, try to as okay, filter out. Or as okay, prevent any harmful substance or unwanted substance to get down to your lower airways, like lungs and so on. So, but of course, that's okay. It can't filter out everything. Did you guys get that?
Yep.
Yes.
So what else did we have? The thymus. Now, guys, well, okay, probably that's okay. You probably never going to see yes, okay, a thymus, but anatomically, it's okay. Where will we find it? It's going to just okay be found by yes, okay, that suprasternal notch, and it actually is okay may pass into yes, okay, the upper end of the upper part of the mediastinum. We can mainly as okay, we already talked about as okay, what was it that I was going to be doing? T cell lymphocytes.
It produces the T cell lymphocytes.
Yeah, it produces exactly right. Okay. Okay. So it's going to it's okay produce the T cell lymphocytes. But as I said, it's okay. In adult life, that's okay. What mean is going to happen that this time is actually that's okay starts to we can say it's okay degenerate into or it's going to say it's okay degenerate into it's going to mean it's okay be we can say it's okay replaced by fibrous tissue. It means okay, it just becomes okay as a fibrous strand. Is that clear?
Yes.
Good. Okay, guys. Now an organ, or we can say is okay, a lymphoid tissue. That okay, yes, due to yes, okay, a misperception first, yes, okay. You can say it's okay. Is attached to yes, okay, what we call the cecum. And okay, so here it meets with the ileum. It's going to be this dude here. And he or she is going to be known as the appendix. Clear? Okay. Now, guys, the appendix, well, okay, yes, first of all, it's okay, where do we find him? Right lower quadrant. Clear? Or he or she is going to be found in the right iliac region. Is that clear?
Yes.
Good. So, guys, that's okay. This is going to be, yes, okay, thing that you guys may be asked to scan from time to time. In case that's okay, if they are not sure whether the appendix is inflamed or not. Okay, so you will have to know, yes, okay, where to find it. So where do you find it? In the right iliac region, or what we can call it, okay, the right iliac fossa. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Good. And what does it look like? Now, people just commonly just, okay, call the appendix. But if you look at it,
Mike, are we done with the thymus or are we still doing thymus?
yeah, we're done with thymus, my dear.
Okay.
It looks like a worm, right? Right, guys?
Right.
Yes.
Good. And that's why it's okay. It also make be called as okay vermiform appendix. Okay. And guys, that's okay. Although it's okay, because it's okay. Physically, it's okay attached to the cecum, but it is not a digestive organ. As a matter of fact, this is mean it's okay going to is okay be filled with cells that actually is okay will play a role in macrophages. That's okay. Sorry, not macrophages. Sorry, don't call it. Sorry, phagocytosis. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. But that's okay, guys. It can get inflamed, especially as okay if some material is okay from the gut makes its way into the appendix. That's all that needs to get affected or to get inflamed. Okay. So a common reason for yes, okay, the appendix getting inflamed or infected is going to be as okay what we call as okay a feculate. It means okay, just some is okay. Fecal material that gets in there and okay as from what looks like a stone. Not a big stone. So in some instances, okay, when we took it out, we were mainly, yes, okay, so okay, we can't use it for anything. But let's just check what caused it to get inflamed. So you mean is okay, just slice it up in the middle, and okay, in most instances, okay, we just find okay, it's a little bit piece of fecal material in it. So that's okay, it was inflamed due to a fecal. Well, that going to yes, okay, help us with that? No, not really. But okay. Okay. Now, guys, in most instances, okay, it will be as okay, it's okay, hanger, it's okay, we pendles us like this. Okay. In some instances, okay, because you may say, well, okay, well, I'm trying to look for the appendix. I don't really see, I see the cecum. I see it's okay, what could be the cecum, but I don't see the appendix hanging down. And that's because that's okay. In some cases, okay, the appendix may actually turn up and run as okay on the back side of the cecum and the ascending colon. So in that case, that's okay. That's what they will call that's okay a retrocecal appendix. Clear? The appendix is still your appendix. Cecal just pertaining to the cecum. Retro behind, right? Is that clear?
Yes. Yep.
So if that is ultimately as okay, seen as okay, be behind the cecum, well, okay, please report it. So that the surgeon who is okay, may have to is okay, take out the appendix, doesn't have to stand there and fumble and fumble and fumble and fumble. Any questions, guys?
No.
Good. And don't ask how big the appendix can be. I've seen appendixes this big and this big. So yeah, it's okay, up to 10 inches. So yes, okay, anaconda. Right, okay. And it's okay, how swollen can they get? Well, okay, yes, ideally, yes, okay, it shouldn't be thicker than, okay, as a pinky. Or not bigger than this. But okay, they can get swollen like, okay, damn it. Okay, so yes, okay, an angry looking appendix. Now, guys, all your lymphatic ducts or vessels, sorry, all your lymphatic vessels, which carries the lymph. Right, okay, what did I say in the beginning of the lymphatic system? Ultimately, yes, okay, the lymph empties into the general circulation, right? Did you guys get that? Now there even yes, okay, is a crazy system for that. But you may yes, okay, understand that let's just okay take the human body. There's okay a little weird human body here. And this guy here is okay, he or she is facing us. Okay, did that make sense?
Yes.
Now we will mainly say that okay, yes, this blood, yes, okay, the lymph ultimately, yes, okay, is going to drain drain into the into the blood. So it's going to ultimately be as okay, what we can call as okay, lymphatic drainage. Clear? Now, guys, to understand the lymphatic drainage, what we mainly as okay, we'll just do is as okay, we're going to divide the body into 4 equal parts. Okay, now we can say, okay, this is the right side. This is the left side. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Good. Now, guys, we can mainly say that, okay, as lymph that returns back from the upper right quadrant of your body. Okay. Actually, it's going to as okay, drain into what we call the right. Sorry. Oopsie, shit. I don't know what the. This is amazing. Yes, okay, true. Yes, okay, ambitious. No, no. Pero ahora no. No. A couple of minutes. Couple of minutes. We're going to be as okay, what we will call as okay, the right lymphatic duct. Okay, so you can mainly say, okay, lymph being drained from the upper right quadrant of the body. Well, all adorable. Where it's okay, be draining into, as okay, will be draining via what we call a common duct, which will be as okay, the right lymphatic duct. Clear? And this right lymphatic duct ultimately as okay, will drain into the right subclavian vein. Did that make sense? So all
Yeah.
lymph, okay, just a second. All lymph, okay, returning from the upper right quadrant of the body will be collected in a common duct known as the right lymphatic duct. And that right lymphatic duct will drain into the right subclavian vein, which is a blood vessel. Did you guys get that?
Yes.
Good. Whereas we can then just say, now, lymph returning from the remaining 3 quadrants of the body, which is going to be the left upper quadrant, not of the thoracic cavity, abdominal cavity, the whole body. And we can say it's okay, the 2 lower quadrants, which respectively are going to be as okay, the left and right lower quadrants. Right, okay. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Okay. That will mainly as okay drain into yes, okay. What we get okay can commonly call as okay the left lymphatic duct. But this left lymphatic duct can also be called the thoracic duct. So the left lymphatic duct or the thoracic duct, what is that going to do? That's mainly as okay going to receive lymph that returns back from the two lower quadrants of the body. You can mainly say, okay, from the umbilicus or belly button and below. And from the upper right quadrant. Oh, sorry, left quadrant. All that lymph is going to just, okay, drain into the left lymphatic duct, also known as the thoracic duct. And this left thoracic or left lymphatic duct or thoracic duct is mainly as okay, then just going to drain that lymph. That are carried into, yes, okay, where will become the right subclavian vein.
Not the left.
No,
Okay.
no, sorry. Left. Thank you, dear.
Okay.
Thanks, my dear. Shit. Okay. Where am I? What the? That's okay. So that's going to drain into the left subclavian vein. So that's, as I said earlier, as okay, ultimately, as okay, the lymph will become as okay, as okay, will become as okay, be drained into the blood. Mainly as okay, the respected lymphatic ducts. The right lymphatic duct and the left lymphatic duct drains the lymph that it carries or drains into the right subclavian vein and the left subclavian vein. Did you guys get that?
Yeah.
Okay, but the left subclavian vein is okay, drains, that's okay, or is okay, receive lymph that returns back from the right, that's okay, lower two quadrants of the body and the upper left quadrant. Whereas, okay, the right lymphatic duct only has to receive lymph that return back from the right upper quadrant of the body, not quadrant of your abdominal pelvic cavity. But you know, yes, okay, here, like this, and yes, okay, yes, okay, the umbilicus. That's going to be yes, okay, how we mark the or divide the whole body into 4 equal quadrants. Okay, now please don't take a chainsaw. Okay, okay, you may as okay be as okay. Yes, okay. Have you guys seen that movie?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No, not that one.
Not that one.
Well, it's called Army of Darkness.
Isn't that with Bruce Campbell?
Okay, I don't know who the guy was. It could be. It could be some Bruce. Okay, there's too many Bruces out there. But it's okay, that may be the one. But Amy is okay, chops off his hand and okay, replace it with a chainsaw. A little copy of him pops up on the shoulder. That's the movie you're talking about. And then, okay, all of a sudden, from 1 becomes 2. Okay. Okay, guys. So how was that?
Good.
Good. That was your lymphatic system. So what are the Peyer's patches?
It's the cluster of lymph nodes
Okay. Where?
at the ends of the lymphatic vessel.
At your intestines.
Or your intestines, right? Okay. They actually is okay found in between is okay the 2 layers of or 2-sided layers of peritoneum. Okay, by your intestines. So maybe that's okay, just a group. That's okay. Okay. What are the 3 types of tonsils?
Palatine, lingual, pharyngeal.
And pharyngeal. Okay, palatine, not valentine. Palatine.
Palatine with a P.
That's playing. You didn't say Valentine, but uh, we still have, yes, okay, Halloween, we still have Thanksgiving, we still have Christmas before, yes, okay, and New Year before we get to Valentine's Day. Okay, okay. In what quadrant do we find the spleen?
You say the spleen?
Yeah,
Left upper quadrant.
quadrant. Okay, good. If I say yes, okay, now based on that, the lymph drainage of the spleen is going to be as okay through which lymphatic duct?
Thoracic duct.
Or the left lymphatic duct, right? Okay. Did that make sense? Good. Good answer, Christian. Did you paying attention? Okay. Okay, guys, close your books. Close your notes. Now it's 6 of you, right? So far, 50% of my students get this one here wrong, no matter when I ask it. So where's the cardiac output? Let's see if we can break the tradition here.
Did you say what is cardiac output?
Yes.
Stroke volume times heart rate
Okay, good.
equals.
That's how
cardiac output.
mathematically. How would you define it? Somebody else. Hmm. Eh,
Wait. The amount of blood pumped by the heart per minute.
per minute. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. What is end systolic volume? It's in the name.
The end of the contraction?
Okay, that's going to be the end of systole.
Isn't that what you said is end systolic?
Okay, then what's volume?
The amount?
amount of what? Candies in your Halloween basket or what?
Amount of
Blood?
blood pump
Amount of blood in the chamber after
contraction.
contraction. Please keep in mind, guys, okay, yes. The heart is probably not going to just, okay, squeeze every single drop in the chamber out of the chamber. Okay? So it's all going to be as, okay, a lesser or smaller or bigger amount of blood left in the ventricle or in a chamber after it has contracted. Clear? Okay. So that volume or that amount is still going to be referred to as the end systolic volume. The volume of blood at the end of systole. And what's going to be the end of systole is, okay, when systole has finished. Clear? Whereas me is, okay, finishing, sorry, end of systole, now it's going to just, okay, going back into diastole. And as it reaches the end of the diastole, finish of the show of diastole, that's going to be the end diastolic volume. That's now going to be as, okay, the volume that is available in the chamber to get pumped out. Does that make sense? No, depending upon, okay, how much the heart is able to squeeze out of the chamber. That's okay. Will be the stroke volume, and what is left will be the end systolic volume. Did that make sense?
Yep.
What stroke output? Or stroke volume, sorry.
It's
Oh, no. Let somebody else say it. What is stroke volume? Yes, Dr. Vasquez. What do you think stroke volume is? Yes, say something.
The end of systolic volume and
No,
is
that's just stroke volume.
never mind.
Never mind. Okay. Yes, Dr. Tracy, what do you think stroke volume is? Why, your mic doesn't work, my dear?
she typed her answer, yeah. It says
Okay, I
volume.
typed in. Okay, let's see. Volume of blood poured out of the ventricle. Okay. Yes, okay, partly correct. Per beat, okay? Or in a single beat. Okay, that'll be your stroke volume. That's me striking, yes, okay, the wood frame here on my workstation. So every time, yes, okay, I strike it, it's going, yes, okay, it's going to be a beat. Clear? Okay. If my hand was the heart, yes, okay, yes, okay. Each beat, yes, okay, whatever was being pushed ahead was going to be, yes, okay, the stroke volume. Any further questions, guys? Now, what causes or what's going to be the effect of your sympathetic nervous system on the heart rate?
It would make it go faster.
Increase, right? Okay, increase the heart rate. So the heart will become or start beating faster. Okay. If your heart beats at a rate of 43 beats per minute, what would that be considered as?
Bradycardia.
Bradycardia. Okay. But please keep in mind, guys, okay, yes, that is going, we can say it's okay, the beginning of bradycardia is going to be less than 60. You can say less than 60, that's going to be the beginning of bradycardia. Okay. 100 and above. 100 is going to be the beginning of tachycardia. Okay, so anything greater than 100 can be tachycardia. Okay, guys. Any last words of wisdom?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, guys. So what you guys can do is, well, okay, you can go, you can take your lunch break. Okay. And when you come back, yes, okay, I would recommend that, okay, as you start reading, start preparing for your midterm. Okay. Right. Now my camera may be off, not maybe, it will be off. And so will my, okay, it's mic. But if you have any questions, please feel free to say, Mike, do you mind tell me about this or so and so. Okay.
Okay, are we done with lymph? We're all done with lymphatic?
Yes, my dear.
Okay.
Why you want more? Okay.
No.
The midterm's next Friday, right?
When is it?
November 3rd, yeah, that's next Friday.
Okay. Unless you guys want to bring it earlier. I don't mind. Like, okay, guys, the course is already, it's okay, set for the midterm.
You mean the test is already made? Is that
You can put it this way.
I'm gonna skip ahead a little. Is there a final date like for the final exam? I know it's the week of the 13th, but like there's no final on the syllabus, so I just wasn't sure.
Well, okay, it should be the final day of or the last day of the class. But okay, yeah,
Is that on a Friday?
my dear.